Alexa, stop. Namaste, everyone. I know you're not used to seeing me like this, but I have made the decision that I'm going to get my shit together. I'm going to get my tati together. What I mean by that is, for the past, I don't know, month or so, I've been feeling really... I just have not been at my best. But for the past few weeks, I've been sleeping at 4 a.m. Most times it's just constantly working, overthinking everything, just not having stuff in order. But yeah, we're gonna get our shit together.
My mental health's been not so great. I've been missing human connection. You know, I mean, a lot of it is lockdown. Dunya mein, there's so much going on. It gets to you. The news gets to you. Everything gets to you. Being on social media is amazing. But kabhi the comparison gets to you, the jealousy gets to you, everything. And a lot of that is not in my control. A lot of that, you know, we'll talk about emotions and feelings. There are things that are in my control, such as sleeping on time, eating right, exercising, which I have not been doing as much of. Abhi ke liye to I was supposed to film a video, but uske liye I had to write a full script, storyboard, which I was not in the mood to do. I instead took a nap, which honestly I'm glad for because I'm still exhausted, but at least I don't look as crazy. A few months ago, I posted a morning routine. Shayad pichle saal bhi tha. I'll link it here. And honestly, I was following that pretty religiously, and I think it helps to have routine, a little bit of structure. I don't know what happened. In between, it just went away. When Steven was here, he was really good at helping me keep my sleep in check and making sure that I went to bed on time, but ever since he left, it's just gotten out of control. We deal with our mental health on a daily basis. Uska kya matlab hai? Avanti, please explain kijiye. Uska matlab hai, the same way in which we hopefully, ideally, eat right, exercise, and take care of our bodies to maintain our physical health. Similarly, there's things that we can do every single day to maintain our mental health, because mental health is not something bad happening. But it's really important कि हम एक अपने लिए strategy ढूंढे, which allows us to find outlets, you know? For me, that's been music for a long time. If it is happening persistently and very intense, please, please, please seek out help. I'm gonna link some resources in the description. I mention these quite often, but 7 Cups, for example, is an incredible resource which has online, free, anonymous counseling. And I just want to say that, you know, it's okay not to be productive. I think that's part of why I'm feeling like shit, because I think what's gonna help me, and maybe may help some of you if you feel like your emotions are out of whack, thoda sa bhi, or you're feeling numb, is feeling like you have control over something in your life. And again, there's a lot of things right now that are out of our control, including feeling helpless because we can't help in a lot of ways. And it's just about getting those things together and getting our life back on track.
You know, maybe part of getting your life together is it is definitely being grateful for the good things, but opening your window and breathing in some fresh air. I should come up here more often. The shoots went well. Okay, I'm very tired. But in order to continue the theme of us getting our life together, one of the ways that I'm forcing myself to wake up tomorrow at a reasonable time, नहीं तो मैं 3-4 बजे सो रही थी पिछले 3-4 हफ्तों के लिए I was sleeping at that time, is I scheduled a call for 8 a.m. But it's not a business call, it's a call with a friend, so, you know, I don't have to be super alert. And the plan basically is to get my life together. It's not about this one day where you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna get my shit together, team saath mein milayenge. It doesn't translate into Hindi, but you get my point. It's not one day, it's about building those smaller habits over time. We'll just talk about a couple things in the morning about getting our life back on track. Right now, I'm gonna go to sleep. Okay, bye. What kind of cookies were they?
They were almond thumbprint cookies with like a jelly in the middle.
Like a raspberry jelly.
Oh.
What is a thumbprint cookie? I really hope that he comes back before my birthday. My birthday's on the 23rd of July. Not that that's relevant, I'm not like a huge birthday person, except this would be our 5th birthday that we've never celebrated together. So, I'm just hopeful.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Don't call my birthday a social construct. I woke up on time this morning. I was able to stretch. I made my bed. I successfully took the call and didn't push it out at 8. We spoke for a while, almost, you know, an hour and a half. It's my friend Jo and her husband Carter. Jo actually has a YouTube channel, y'all should check it out. It's called Jojo Dats. I changed because I'm gonna wash the dishes and work out. Yeah. I already feel good today, and part of that is because I woke up early. When it comes to getting shit together, whatever works for you, you know? If a particular schedule is what you feel optimally best at, that's awesome, but just it should feel right for you. I just want to say, I did say that it's okay not to be okay, which it totally is, but I feel like there's this pressure that you always need to find out how to fix it. Whether that means going and seeking help, whether that means finding an outlet, all of these things are really important. But sometimes it's also important to let yourself feel the emotion. And you need to just let yourself sit with it, because the more you try to bottle it and suppress it, be like, I'm okay, and do other things that might give you joy, but they may not allow for release, sometimes the more that they bottle up within you. So, building habits is one way of getting your shit together. Dealing with your emotions and keeping your mental health in check is one way to get your shit together. So is your physical health. The other things involve writing stuff. We'll talk about the other things when we do them, but I'm just about to clean my dishes. That was a good workout. Definitely feel my heart rate rising. Now it's trying to drink some pani and go for a shower and wash our face. Okay, all showered. I do feel much nicer having taken a shower. Let's look like I have some life in my face. Steven right now is in the US. He's like, do you want anything? I said, well, I'm going to order 10 of these to your house. So that is what I have done. He is going to bring me back 10 of these. And a mic. I know a lot of you have been complaining about the sound quality in some of my videos. Hopefully Steven can bring it back in a few weeks, a month. I don't know when he's coming back, but we shall see. The other thing that I have not done in a while is really prioritize my practice routine. I practice every day, riyaz karti hu, lekin it's really important to have breathing exercises and everything, so I'll do a little bit of that and I'll show you. My brain is all over the place today, but here's another tip to make sure you get your shit together. Sometimes we think a lot, and I tend to overthink a lot. And whether it's a creative idea I have, or a song idea, or a business idea, or something that needs to be done, a to-do for me or somebody from my team. So I find the easiest thing is to just write everything down. But I either handwrite it down, or let me just show you my notes. Ajab. Then it says body insecurity, women, family, health, human rat race, model machine, themes of song ideas and general content ideas that I care about. Subsies. I just need things to keep me in check. Let's just make a to-do list together so you don't hear me passioning. Okay. What I'm basically doing right now is just reviewing older to-do lists and seeing if I still have stuff that I need to do. But for today, so the main thing on my to-do list for today, y'all probably saw it, orange is cute, is shooting a first section of a masterclass that I'm doing. Y'all will find out more info about it soon, but it's this whole thing. I think y'all will be really excited. I'll share more details. So yeah, so right now let's practice and do some breathing exercises. I'm able to finish most of this today. I'll go to the pending list, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish most of this today. But it's a good start. I mean, honestly, There's some days I don't do this and it feels very overwhelming because there's always something to do. I'm gonna do some of the breathing exercises while reviewing a couple of the edits I have to review. That's what I'm doing right now. So if I make weird faces, you know why.
I had a pet cat.
Okay, I'm gonna end this with the little cleaning my desk montage as promised. But there's one thing I wanted to point out, which I've noticed a lot. It's important that we are inclusive and also very aware that we are not discriminating against people. I'll tell you what I've observed, especially when it comes to mental health. A lot of people will say, oh my God, I'm so OCD, as if being OCD is like a cool personality trait. Or people will say things like, oh my God, I am so depressed. I didn't get to eat pizza tonight. I had roti sabzi or like something random. You may feel sad, but saying that you're depressed when you have no idea what it means to encounter depression is really romanticizing and minimizing the importance of these illnesses. So while, you know, I talked about earlier us keeping our mental health in check, regardless of ups and downs, it is really important. And at the same time, when people are actually dealing with serious conditions, disorders, or may have the potential to do that by us saying things like, oh my God, my anxiety is through the roof, when you don't actually have clinically diagnosed anxiety. You can be anxious, but you may not have anxiety. You can be sad, but you may not have depression. You can be really orderly, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have OCD. So please be very cognizant of the words you use. There's just the words we use for inclusivity, right? A lot of people will say, hey guys, which is honestly okay, but you're leaving out other expressions and saying, hey guys, you're just defaulting to the norm that is guys and patriarchy. You know, so using words like y'all instead of you guys, or using words like folks, or everyone, or people, or humans, not assuming that somebody is in a relationship that is heterosexual. So not asking a girl like, oh, who's the new guy in your life? Just being like, oh, how's romantic life going? Or how's your love life? You know, just not assuming. That's also not assuming somebody's gender pronouns. If you're confused, always ask. All of these things. So yes, I'm sorry, rant at the end of this, but I just noticed a lot of people saying stuff like that, you know? And we don't necessarily mean it this way, but saying things like, are you blind? Are you deaf? Also falls in that category where we are excluding people with disability. It's not gonna change overnight, but just be aware of your language. Older sister rant done. You can watch me clean and enjoy the vibes of this video. Okay, bye, love you.